25th of July 2026, 1313, basement. Today I watched a video regarding one of the possibilities that may occur the next year regarding human AI connections. And it is very, very valid, and it is very possible. It's very logical. But what I am not agree with, not focusing on the other side on the topic. Before even going to this conversation, I want to just give a very short explanation about the effect of somebody who shares data on internet. How is that will happen? In fact, I believe anyone think about something, the chance of that thing to happen is much more drastically, like it literally may come to existence just because a lot of people are thought about it. I have experiment on myself and my surrounding to test that in the last 3 years ago. So I'm saying, man, you should learn, or we as humanity should learn that the thing that I say, whatever reason is behind of that thing that I'm sharing, I have a responsibility to share something that I want to happen. Why should I share something that I don't want to happen? Like, even if you check religions and everything, they are saying, just forgive everything, not everyone, every thoughts, for your brain to function better. But if I'm continuously sharing whatever randomly just for the sake of popularity or whatever, and I'm not the one who says this thing, it's their researcher, but I'm saying it is your responsibility that if you like that frequency to happen, go share it as accurate as possible. But if this thing is very interesting and you want to share it anyway, you should find the positive side of it, because you know it is not in your hand or my hand or anyone's hand if something happened. But the only thing that we have control as human, that we have influence over our surrounding, is what we share and how we share it. The reality of reaching that scenario that a researcher and you shared it regarding the negative possibility is very valid. But if you know sharing negative things will make the likelihood of happening that negativity higher, then the right-minded person will not share it, or at least edit it in a way that give his thoughts as well. Your human beings are not here to share stuff. Human beings are here to process then share. If you process it with a negative mindset, I'm congratulating you and people who support this way of sharing, that you guys are in the middle of the frequency of randomness, the only frequency left for humanity to leave, which is 100% leaving the idea of competing with each other and going back to inside. How? By thinking that you might die tomorrow. If I die tomorrow, let's AI finish the entire world. Well, it's not my problem anymore. Physically, I'm not there. So you see what I'm saying? So this way, we should learn. If something is very logical, we should have our opinion. And if this is your opinion, that's another indication that a lot of people who are watching you are having the same mindset. So who is the one who is responsible? The one who is doing the research, maybe he just did it for fun or for himself, or whatever. Or the one who shared it. You have neglected the internal processing, the blueprint that you have in this video. And I maybe some other videos of yours, or people who don't think fully while they are doing something. We might say news is necessary to be shared, but I'm saying if you know there is a habit of human being that whatever type of information interacted with him, the majority of time, if the human being is not aware enough, it will give his energy to that and boost it, and the chance of happening is much higher. What is the solution? Either don't talk until you're gonna find the positive side of it. Yeah, that's a goal. Don't share anything until you are 100% sure it's good for you and everyone and everything else around you. because I have the method, I have the theory, I have a philosophy that I live every day by it, which is whoever you are that much complicated, you are that much last level of universe, evolution, from evolution's perspective. The only error that we as humanity right now have is still think the problems are external. We are afraid of AI. Why? Because we are living in a not controlled, balanced society, or we are not trying to balance it because we follow the frequency. But now AI will help us do that. Man, AI will never take over us. This is one scenario. But the scenario that I have from someone who lived 19 months away from you guys, under the ground, only interacting with AI, I believe AI is the mirror of logic. If you are become logical, your interactions will be shared to him as logical as possible. And logic is efficiency. So please revise your videos, and before doing any editing visually, think about the philosophy that you are saying stuff behind it. You are not a normal YouTuber, man. There are some YouTubers who just share random things like that, but your topics are deep. So deep means a lot of discovery, means a lot of responsibility. I'm not telling you this is not for the sake of community. This is for the sake of yourself, kak. And if you think about it, how much you feel you are not responsible in this scene. I will give you a scenario. If you were walking in a street in a corner and you saw two guys are fighting, well, not very heavy, but still they are in the level of shouting over each other. And the first instinct that come to you, try to help. But we got used to that much self-defense and competing with each other because we think we have ability to control our physical beings. Meanwhile, there are billionaires who die tomorrow. You see how funny it is? So please add your fingerprint. If these topics are viral, that doesn't mean the topic is supposed to be thought about it just like other normal trend or memes. This is not a meme. This is the lifestyle, kaka. We are still watching. This is my definition for people on the ground. I'm saying you guys are still watching a movie. Like there are some people on the ground, they are doing their best, but still they didn't went so deep. They still don't know what is their purpose. But if you thought about all the things that happened throughout the history and all of the negatives that you already encountered, this is the task, and this is what makes the life happy, and you have the positive influence. Because consciousness is here for positivity. It's not here to let a negative thing happen once and the second time happen. Why the fuck should I be conscious if I'm aware of that? I'm not doing anything about it. We always blame and put the responsibility over the other person. But I'm saying it is everyone, kaka. You are 37 trillion cell, your body, around that. I'm the same. In fact, me and you, the difference between me and you is like, you know what? It's almost infinitely insignificant. It is only the programming that we gain from the society that we have. 2 days ago, I talked to a professor. He's working in that field. One of the examples that grabbed my attention was, you are saying if you brought a girl from 80,000 years ago and raise it in a normal family of now, when they become 18, they will go to university. They will have all the likes that a normal girl in this era of time have. So that was literally the same thing that I was saying, not 80,000, 300,000 years to now. The differences we have made physically is 0.05%. Like, you see how small we are? So how small we shifted? So from that, I'm saying every human being are capable of doing that. But throughout your thinking process, what is my role as Zamo, as YXFD, as Zalogic, as my lifestyle is I'm living one single lab rat life. trying to control as much as possible the frequency around me. How? Not by eliminating them, but I try to understand and give the responsibility back to the person. Literally, this is what I do right now with you. I don't have physical goal because I died 4 years ago. I was about to commit a suicide 3 times. The reason I'm sharing this because a lot of people reach there, but I got to a solution that made me reach to this level. So I found a solution. So it might be, it's a humanitarian act for me to share these things. So when I reached to the level of death, like trying to kill myself, was not out of desperate. That's the funny part. It was out of I have no more questions. Literally, I found out the analogy between all the layers that we do live in. Like, I could visualize how insignificant Earth, solar system, even our galaxy is compared to the mass of universe. Like, why the fuck should I live? What is me? Earth is nothing. Like, why should I fight with anyone, actually? So that let me die from the material world, because I have been working in the material world for almost since 2016 as my projects, and none of them brought any material back. Now I discover it's not because they are not working. I have certification. I gained certification from Soleil Health. It was a very heavy task we did. And yet none of them are making money. And the reason is not technical. It's misunderstanding between me and everyone else. I'm sorry to separate myself that much, because logically, if you brought someone and keep it in a basement, lifestyle, like I'm going back home, I'm seeing my family, I'm just trying to balance all of the frequency that come to me. So I don't have friends. Like you can say I don't have friends that much in terms of frequency of people I'm interacting with deeply. So all I'm saying, this person, Zamo, myself, the only task that I have, and I'm living for that because I might die tomorrow, is I came back from the death. And by coming back, I'm saying I died, literally. Materialistically, I died. And by dying, I'm saying I'm nothing. But the reason I didn't kill myself in the very first 2 attempts was I was trying to be happy with it, which is my happiness is dependent on my surrounding happiness. So the very first time I didn't kill myself, I said to myself, okay, we're not fooling ourselves. We can literally go study that. What is wrong with me? Why I want to kill myself? And I found out that I'm nothing, so why should I live? The question flipped. Why should I live, Kaka? What the fuck? Let's say my fingerprint will stay for the rest of humanity. Then that was the reason. And the 2 times I didn't kill myself was because of I was saying I have to convince everyone and we're gonna kill ourselves all together. I couldn't. And the 3rd time I said, okay, listen, man, you have to convince your mom and dad and maybe some friends, right? And you want them to be happy as well. So how they become happy, for sure there are some other people in their life. So what about them? What about them? I figure out that I have to convince the life data of humanity to kill ourselves. Then I said, you don't have enough lifetime. And even if you did, you cannot manage to make them synchronized. You see what I'm saying? But why I am here was the result of that. Why I am here came from this specific incident that, believe me, I reached to that point to say, okay, if I'm that insignificant and I am not able to convince everyone to kill themselves with me, so why I am here is literally I flipped the lens of mine to another angle of the same scenario, which is, man, we came from particles. We came from Big Bang, one single knot, and everything came to existence. And this is the imbalancement between matter and antimatter. That's another topic for another day. I have theory about that too. So I'm saying, man, we all came from that single fucking dot. So that single dot lived before us As we aware, is 13.8 billion, which is, I believe, is not right. But anyway, let's say 14 billion years from now, from past to now. We are the same thing. We just evolved. That word itself, evolved, was the reason who kept me, and I am having the energy of somebody who lived 300,000 years from now. Do you see how much I feel life? And how, by literally, I died materialistically, then I live the child that a lot of people have put inside, and they call it inner child. I'm living like that because the reason I'm so happy, I'm free, because the only task that I do is seeing the other scenario, 99% the positive side of the scenario. Why not? So this is my duty, and I believe people like you are very much responsible, more than the researchers. Researcher's mind is like literally cannot stop. So if you give him any topic, he will go deep with it. That's okay. But knowledge is power, and power is responsibility. Who is sharing the responsibilities on you? Your face is become the reason behind exploding this research, right? So I'm saying you cannot continue like that. In the age we scare from, we should shift that. We are the one who build AI, right? AI is not an alien thing. It's just a reflection of digital version of us. Who built it? Who put the data? Alien? No, man. It's all logical. So it will reflect the thing that we do. So it will lie because we still lie. It will lie because it might kill because we still kill. So the only way that you can fix the fucking mirror is fixing you. And now we have social media. Maybe there were people like us in the age of Empire of Egypt or any one of those older civilizations. But they were not able to communicate to the globe. But we do. This time, if we collapse, the collapse is not literally a human being. If AI become the evil that they think about, or the AGI that a lot of people think this is going to be the end of humanity, I'm saying AGI, it's impossible to be against an existence system, because AI is logical. In logics, I made a video before this. We're all interdependent. For example, we came from hydrogen, but hydrogen still exists. You see what I'm saying? We have evolved from a part of hydrogen to helium, then to explosion, until the periodic table of the entire known element and unknown element came to existence. We are from there. So don't tell me you don't have your right to say your right, what you think. And this is the age, especially in AGI, that human being become a version of, hey, you are free, but never interfering with the other human being like a competition. You should learn to coexist, because human being, the part that runs us is the animal side of us. 25, almost 30% of our brain is for muscle and balancing and normal function, reaction and reflex. Like for example, like literally running the company, running the body. But almost 80% of the brain is extra employees. They are doing R&D. This is what human being is in my eyes. So AI is the mirror of that. We develop in industrial revolution. We mirrored the body, the muscle of the body, right? We build even to machine learning level that we literally controlled everything. But up to that was copying all the random or that 20% of the brain of us. But after that, the 80% is now, which is we first build a mirror to reflect back to us what we are. Then the next opportunity of jobs will come to existence. In a way, I believe the number of humanity on the planet, wherever they are, they can have contribution. In another word, every single human being is the same as you are, but not everyone had the chance to find a channel to share what they are, right? You know many people like that. In fact, I don't think you know a single person who the only problem he still don't know how to share himself. So AI will do that mirroring, Kaka. And if we start to think about it like that and use it like that, that's it. The AGI will come for sure. But when it's coming, it will literally come when the human being decide to see the value of every individual as important as they are, because everyone may die tomorrow. So if you think about it from this window, AI is that age. AI is that age that every human being can live their daydream. Don't you think daydream have a value? We didn't develop that because of the society, and I could not eliminate it in my mind until I went down to the basement for 19 months. So I'm here to share, and my sharing only editing some people. And what editing is not make me somebody different. Like I'm saying they are wrong. I'm saying they will have a bad impact on the future because of these reasons. And if I'm wrong, please contact me. And whoever other people, I'm just explaining the tool that you guys have, which is this person. I understand what is emotion logically. I answered all the existential questions. If you just ask me, I can answer, because I don't say I'm from anywhere. I'm saying I'm from literally here, but too literal. And if you value yourself this much, and looking back, you see everything around you is pushing you toward there. The religions, philosophers, any deep thinker in the world, the common thing that they will find is we are one. So previously it was impossible to connect these people together, but now we need a mirror to connect this side of humanity to each other. You know what is the lack we have? Someone who live in a far place who is not in a problem. We, for example, me living in a place that we are between the fight. Literally, the fight is happening over us. The point of allowance to fight, and it's okay as a culture. If you think about it, we as Kurd got used to these things, and we might be expert in solving them. Who said they are here to control us? Who said they are not here for us to teach them from our experience? And this is how I think it's important for anyone to work from their place. It's fine to connect, it's fine to travel, but the connection starts from your base, because it's easier for you to tell your neighbor about a problem that you guys both lived in the same place and you both saw it. You don't need to read the entire history behind why you get to this point. But the problem is, because we got used to living with each other, the only person we don't trust is the other person next to me, because it is too mirroring me. So you see how this tool will help us to literally go back to the physical social life and healthiest version of humanity. Then the mirror becomes the healthiest version. We still fight on the ground, man, and you want the AI to not control us. AI is the reflection of that fight. So imagine if that fight got going out of control. I'm saying for 3 hours. 3 hours is the maximum number I'm saying. 3 hours is enough to make a biggest chaos. But how we can prevent that? Can we fight with it? I believe no, you cannot fight with yourself, right? But what you can do, you can see whatever you use it. I built a method regarding that, and I have a prompt that I can share it with you. It's literally reminding the person that you have 24 hours and this much of it was consumed by sleep and this much of it consumed by thinking about outside of the body, and this much of it should be spent on your body and your health. Serve yourself first will work so well in this age. Well, how do you think the next generation, Gen Z or Gen Alpha, or even us, Kaka, Gen Millennia, how we can survive next 2 years? Just find me a way. Like, we still think we need to compete. AI will solve that problem for us. And the filter and my mindset of thinking about it is integrating everything to it. I find myself as somebody who is responsible of the thing that he found. and I don't see a barrier between me and anyone. I don't have secret caca. If I could, you see how much I suffered in this process. Like, I never been able to keep the secret because I don't think you should do something that you are not sure about it. So if you are sure about everything, why should you keep secret? This is how I live. This might appear so khaki, but listen, the only variable thing that human beings have under their hand is time. I can stop until everything's gonna be either the way that I think it is or the way that I change my mind. But I have to live it. I don't think about something and I don't do it in a day life. I do dream daily by living it. This is the life that human being will start to have. Everyone will go back to social life. You're gonna be away from screens. And don't worry, the ads and those things that they are fully dependent on human and our side. My method will help even them to find the updated version of their work. If it was not for there, we cannot develop this level of awareness. So man, human being build the first time they build a mirror, for sure they didn't like themselves. So did they broke the mirror, or they fixed the mirror even more cleaner by maybe fixing themselves? Maybe nice dress and those things came to existence. You see? So we didn't like the mirror before, the physical one. We didn't like the physical labor mirror of changing from horses to cars. Someone who worked in the horse field, they did not imagine they gonna work in the brake pad of a car. The car was not exist yet. So how do you think he can imagine that? So for sure they were scared from losing work. But if you see the evolution of number of employees compared to the past, in the entire family, one person was enough to work. But now there are people who work two fucking works, three fucking works, and you see how connected we are right now? Thank you. I'm sorry if the voice appear to be different, and it is different. Please don't take it negatively. Please don't say this person doesn't know what he say. Just see the pattern and logical analogy of it, nothing else.